pub, everybody thinks, drinking, right? A bar. But it's really a restaurant, okay? But they have pubs like, not on every street corner, 2 or 3 in the same block. And you go in there and there's this dartboard, right? All of you know about the dartboard. You shoot, you play darts in those pubs. And so I looked at it, I went by and I looked at the dartboard. Nobody was playing there at that point. And I saw all the holes, like in the bullseye. And then some all around. But then I saw there were holes all around on the wall. Where they just totally missed the target. I think maybe you said maybe a little bit like that. But, it's like the word in Greek for sin. The word for Greek for sin is hamartia. And it simply means to miss the mark. Mm-hmm. Okay? So, it's like anytime you believe God for something, you're hitting the mark.
Right.
But when you don't believe God for something, then you're not hitting the mark.
That's right.
Let me show you what I mean. See, if I believe in God for healing, that's called what?
Faith.
Faith. When I'm not believing God for healing, that's called what?
Sin.
Thank you for that one. But that's what it is. See, when I don't believe God for healing, that's called what? Tell me now.
Sin.
It is sin because I'm missing the mark.
Yeah.
It's just as simple as that. See, we think, you know how some people are that are non-believers? Well, I never committed adultery. I never killed. When you tell them about Jesus, I never did that. I never did. It's just as simple as not believing God.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Now, when I'm not believing God for finances, that's called what? Sin. When I'm believing God for finances, that's called what? Everything that is not of faith is
Sin.
Please help me out here. I don't want to preach to myself. I know I got the mic turned up. But see, now, when I'm believing God for my family, that's called what?
Faith.
When I'm not believing God for my family, that's called what?
Sin.
Thank you for working with me. Now we're getting somewhere, you see? But see, people always think of sin and faith differently. But it really is no different than that. Because if I'm not believing God for something, anything that is not of faith is
sin.
And sin is hamartia, and it means to miss the mark. And it's just that simple. So every time I don't believe God,
Sin.
it's sin. I like to make it harder, but it's not really harder than that.
Simple.
Amen. So when you believe, anytime you believe God, that's faith. Now, it says about Abram. Abram believed God, and it was credited to him as righteousness.
Right.
Okay, now, the thing to remember is, it's not by works. So every time I believe God, I'm declared what?
Right.
See, my wife knows the answer. But you guys should know the answer too, right? Because you are Christians. Help work with me here now. Say yes.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just checking, because if you don't say anything, maybe I need to have an altar call right now. Because I'm not sure about this. Okay, so